Hey guys, and thanks for stopping by. So today I am going to be doing another heat transfer method soap. Make sure I got that right this time. For some reason in my last soap, I was adamantly calling it hot process. Pregnancy brain, that's what I'm going to blame it on. But it was not hot process, it's called heat transfer. Hot process is a type of soap making. Not what I was doing. I've done it, not what I was doing. So if you don't know what heat transfer is, I just added my lye into my water, which has my Tessa soak in it. And now I'm going to use this really hot lye water to go ahead and melt my hard butters and oils. So give this a little stir, make sure that lye dissolves. Add my Tessa soak in here too, so that'll go ahead and get done in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir these, and I'll bring you back when they're melted. All right, so I had to go grab my goggles, I forgot them, not good. So anyways, you can see that everything is nice and melted. There's no clumps of anything, which means it's time to move on. Also, I get so excited about, okay, not excited, I got so big into explaining that I messed up last time, but I didn't even tell you what soap we're making today. So real quick, these are my soft oils. It has also my kaolin clay, my buttermilk powder, my sodium lactate, and I'm just gonna take these and dump them in here. Boop. So anyways, y'all like join this video and I didn't even tell you what's happening today. Got so much into like explaining that I have pregnancy brain and I am not doing hot process soap. I forgot to even be like, hey, here's what we're doing today. I'm gonna whisk this because today's soap is a blueberry soap. And I'm going to have multiple colors, which means I would like this to be very liquidy fluid so that I don't have to worry about anything getting too thick on me. So, like I said, today is a blueberry soap. It's not just a straightforward blueberry soap though. I got thinking about it. We did a bunch of berry picking. We made waffles and I had this really cute waffle mold. I was like, I'm gonna make a blueberry waffle soap because I knew I had blueberry fragrance. So then I went downstairs where I had my fragrance oils to try and find something to blend with it to give it that waffle smell. And I ended up blending it with oatmeal milk and honey. So both of these oils are from Crafter's Choice. It's the blueberry and the oatmeal milk and honey. And when I blended them, I really like it, but it smells to me more like a blueberry muffin than a blueberry waffle. Probably because it's missing that little bit of, like maple to it. It's got that really yummy baked good smell to it, but it's missing that maple to make it feel like a waffle. So I nixed the cute little waffle embeds and we're just gonna make a blueberry muffin type soap, I guess. So this is the mix of the fragrance oils. As you can see, it's really dark. And oddly enough, that's from the blueberry. That is not from the oatmeal milk and honey. But both of them do discolor. The oatmeal milk and honey says that it discolors to a light tan, whereas the blueberry discolors to a light brown. So I'm going with some dark blue colors today, and then a layer that will be brown, essentially, which works out with the whole muffin feel. I almost thought about making these into like little cupcakes, just to play on it, and I decided not to. Anyways, so the colors I'm going to use today are Nurture's Navy Blue. Then I have Crafter's Choice New Tone Blue. And then one layer will stay like this with just a tiny bit of titanium dioxide, because I know it'll discolor, but we'll try and lighten it up just a little bit. The fragrance oil is not going to go in the New Tone layer because I don't want that one to discolor, but I'm fine with it in the other two. The one I do want to discolor, the navy is dark enough, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to go ahead then and split this into 3 buckets so that I can get my colors done. So we'll just eyeball some here because I don't know why would I do precise amounts in each one. That would just be silly, right? So I'll do the least probably of that New Tone since it won't have fragrance in it. I don't want too much of the soap to not be fragranced. I'm going to individually blend each layer. So, okay, let's decide. Actually, I want to do more. Like I said, I had this soap planned. I know what I want to do, but like didn't super detail plan it, I guess, onto the fact of which will be which. So I think we're going to make this one our brown layer, which means a little titanium dioxide and nothing more. I'm not going to try and fight that discoloration, just going to try and lighten it up a little bit. We'll put just a squirt of it in here, which is going to be the navy. So we'll get some of that navy mica powder in there. I have oily hands. And by hands, I mean gloves. Whoops. Anyways, let's get some of this gorgeous, it's seriously so beautiful. I love it. Navy blue, dark navy blue into this bucket. That should be good. We'll start off with that. And then we'll get some of our New Tone blue into this bucket, which I'm going to say it out loud right now so I remember it myself. This bucket is not getting fragrance. If I don't remind myself, I'll dump it in there. So we'll just say it loud for all to hear and hope that I remember. All right, let's dump in here. Let's dump in here. Good enough. It seriously smells so good. I love it. I love the oatmeal milk and honey fragrance. It is one of my favorite fragrance oils. I've made just a straight oatmeal milk and honey batch before, and it was wonderful. And then just mixed with this blueberry, it's really, really yummy smelling. Like it's making me a little bit hungry, honestly. So I know technically blueberry picking is a summer thing, not really a fall thing, and this is one of my fall collection soaps, but hear me out. Fall makes me think of baked goods, like lots of baking, and so when it ended up smelling like when I was planning it to be a blueberry waffle, it's like, yeah, that sounds like it works for fall. And then when it ended up smelling like a blueberry muffin, I was like, heck, there we go. This totally reminds me of fall. I mean, who doesn't love a ton of super yummy, delicious baked goods on like a crisp, cool fall night? If you get those, depends on where you live, I guess. We get them here in Indiana, thankfully. Today is not one of those. It's still summer. It is hot, humid, and muggy and gross today. It's also really gloomy and cloudy because it's gonna storm. So it's just not generally a very nice day around here today, but that's okay. So that's my explanation on why we're doing blueberry muffins for the fall. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend all of these so that we can get to pouring, and I'll bring you back when that's done. All right, so now that I've got these all blended, I was trying to decide, am I gonna do an in the pot swirl? Am I going to do a drop swirl? And I think I'm just gonna stick with an in the pot swirl today. So we'll just kind of clump a little bit of these in there at a time. We're gonna dump them in here, and then we'll just go from there. So I did make these really cute little embeds to go on top. Also, when it says these fragrance oils do not accelerate at all, oh, there's the mess. They weren't kidding. It took forever, even stick blending these things, for it to feel like it was at a good trace. Like I felt like I was going forever. So anyways, I'll show you the embeds real quick. So I have all these little blueberries that I made in various combinations of those two blues that I used, the dark navy and the new tone. I just did a bunch of different amounts and varying, and then I took each one, and I don't know if you can see, but hand painted a little bit of that dark navy blue on them to help just give them that last little bit of depth and feel to them. I made, 56 of them or something like that, because I'm gonna leave this as a low top soap, and the whole top is just gonna be scattered with blueberries. So it did require a lot of them. And it took quite a while because this is my mold. I can make 8 at a time. So needless to say, it did take me a good bit of time to make all of those. And then I hand painted each one. Like I said, I'm gonna save a little bit of both of these for the top. Just quick little drag. There we go. And now let's pour. See if I can not block your view. I don't even know if you can actually see into this mold from the angle I'm at. One day I will get a real camera set up, like a real tripod, so y'all can probably rightfully see things, because I know the angles are probably not the best sometimes. You probably cannot see as much as you'd like, but you know, make do with what you got sometimes. So I'll try not to block what little view you may have. Looked like that navy still might have been a little fluid to do an in the pot. We might have some more how do I want to put this, combined swirls than I was originally going for. They may not be as defined, there we go, as I would have liked, but we'll see. Either way, it's soap, it's got colors, it's got beautiful scents, and it will get you nice and clean, whether the layers, and by layers I mean swirls, are as defined as I would like them to be. And not only that, but honestly, they may just very well surprise me and end up being gorgeous. That does happen quite often. I'll be absolutely certain that it's a horrible, terrible mess, and it's gonna look oh so awful. And then I'm like, oh, whoops, that was dumb. So anyways, scrape these out. I'm gonna give the top a little swirl, make it look pretty. And then we'll come back when it's set up just a tiny bit so that I can put those blueberries on top. And I know they'll sit just fine. Alright, so I'm going to sprinkle a little glitter on there first. I'm going to use this turquoise glitter by American Soap Supplies. Try and get just a little bit on there. Don't want too much, but I mean, let's be real. Gotta have glitter, right? So, a couple videos ago, I shared the news that we are expecting baby number 4. And I also shared that we would be finding out that weekend what we were having. So we have known for a couple weeks now, and I figured what better soap than this to reveal that we found out we are having a little boy. I mean, a blueberry soap just seemed perfect for our little boy. So that means we will now officially have 2 boys and 2 girls. The oldest is a boy, and then we have 2 girls, and this one is a boy. So that was very exciting to find out. Oh, and it starts. My son was thrilled. He said he was okay with another little sister, but he wanted a boy, and understandably so. So anyways, I'm going to just start plopping all these little buggers on here. Probably should have grabbed tweezers to do this so I don't like drop them everywhere, but obviously I'm just living dangerously with this one, huh? So yes, we will be welcoming another little boy into our crew late December. So that was very exciting. We are now dealing with the struggle of picking a name, which is hilarious to me because that has never been a struggle for us. With the other 3, as soon as we found out what we were having, we were able to just sit down and end up picking our name. So the fact that like we were struggling with this one is kind of funny to me. It's also not because it's driving me absolutely insane. Like, I'm losing my mind over the fact that we've known for weeks now and he still doesn't have a name. I don't know why, but that greatly bothers me. So, hoping to get that narrowed down soon. But anyways, I'll be here for a little while, playing around with getting these all on there. So, I'm just gonna let you speed on through this process. We will come back tomorrow and give this a cut and see how the inside turned out. Alright, so it is the next night and I'm going to go ahead and cut this. It's a lot later than I normally would cut this, so excuse my strictly artificial light. Also, you can definitely see where it's discoloring. That tan color is getting darker already. So here we go. Try and be really careful with these blueberries on top. There we go. Okay, so I am obsessed with this bar. Like, I love the way it looks. I'm liking the colors. I think the top is so fun. And honestly, I am obsessed with the way it smells. I cannot, I can't stop sniffing these bars, and I feel like such a weirdo, but I can't stop smelling them. They just smell so good. I'm loving this combination. Like I said, I love the oatmeal milk and honey fragrance, but it mixed with this blueberry just really makes it something incredible. So the swirls didn't end up too bad. Got some big old just kind of clumps of some of them, but overall I'd say they didn't turn out too bad. There's the top with that glitter. I don't know if I'm actually like holding this in camera shot there. So yeah, that is my blueberry muffin inspired soap. And I can't stop smelling it, guys. I really can't. It just smells so stinking good. I like want to keep it all for myself because it's so stinking yummy smelling. And I know I'm definitely going to have to keep at least one for myself. And I definitely have a new favorite soap. I know I've said that before, and I will probably say that again. But for the time being, this is my new favorite soap. So, I definitely think I will also be making this again. Trying to be super careful with those melt and pour berries. But anyways, that is my blueberry soap. This will be available in my shop update at the end of September. We'll have the exact date of that on the next slide. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see any future videos of my soap making venture. And until then, thanks for stopping by.